I think about my childhood. Early in the morning, we would go down to the river. My brother, he'd put his skates on, and I was smaller, so he'd put me in a sled, and he would skate up and down the river, and then we would go home and have breakfast. And at night, a lot of our family members would come together. We would build a bonfire, and then everybody would be skating and just having a good time. We need to teach our children that winter is fun. Winter is a time to spend together, you know, because you got to warm up if you're together.
Here's the Midwinter Fair celebration. We come and dance, we come and sing. We all come here to celebrate life.
The Midwinter Fair has been going for over 50 years, 50-something years. These are the months we need to be doing stuff. In this deep winter, when all you're doing is cooped up inside of a house, you need things like this. You need to connect with people.
You never know what wonderful things you may find today.
Times are coming hard, you know, all over. And it's unity combined with collaboration will make things stronger, not only for Turtle Island, but for Fort Belknap, you know. And with this event here, we're bringing us together.
Unity, communities coming together. And that's what we hope to accomplish, you know. Everybody has to do their part in the community so that we can all succeed.
We're going to start the baby parade. I'd like to welcome you all. Thank you for coming out in the weather. And we have 4 little ones that actually braved the weather.
You need it in the middle of winter. You need something that will break the monotony of the cold. You know, something that will bring you in, and so that you could see all your relatives and visit with them. Because that's one thing that's lost in our culture. You know, we don't visit like we used to.
This whole concept was to get people out of their homes during the winter months and something for them to do. I noticed today when I was at the Midwinter Fair, and I see a lot of different things, and that's how it is every year. Today I seen those star quilts out. They had all their different types of sewing that they did, and those were on display. I've seen some of their medicines that they use, different herbs for colds and whatever else they needed it for, where they were doing that, slicing that meat. When they finished slicing that meat, they were able to take everything home with them. There's a lot of learning that goes on during this week. And what are resources that they could use that'll benefit the children. But the biggest thing about that too is how the old people used to treat each other. They shared a lot. And part of this is like sharing too.
What really made it all worth it for me is when I got in, walked through the booth area where all the students, where their drawings and their crafts and stuff were pinned up on the walls. Well, I was just proud. I mean, that just kind of almost made me shed a tear or two a couple times.
Hi everybody, welcome to CHOP. You guys will have 1 hour to come up with a meal.
So today we are participating in the CHOP 2025 challenge. We were given specific ingredients we had to work with. We made a spicy potato turkey lettuce wrap. I think it's important so there's like more stuff for people to do, so they're not just like wandering around. Like people do end up passing away from the cold, and this gives them a place to be, and even for them to like try some of our food. That's what I like about Midwinter Fair.
We are now ready for the talent portion. Contestant number 3.
Sometimes in my dream, I see a life where my mother.
The Midwinter Fair, it's a young people's fair now. You know, we have to hand it over to the young people. and get their ideas, their input. What do they want from it? As we begin to just sit back and help when we need it, if they need us. But the young people need to step up and say, this is what we want to do. Because sometimes our young people grow up and they feel like they don't belong to anybody. You know, like they don't know who their family is. So it's things like that, the little things that we sometimes don't think is very important, but it is to our youth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Miss Indigenous Queen of 2025, Talia Walker.
And it teaches our children that you're part of this community. So what are you going to contribute to this community? It belongs to you. It would break my heart if we didn't have a Midwinter Fair. In the middle of winter, there's still something positive and productive that you can look forward to. So it's a learning time. It's always a learning.